Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a drugstore back to school makeup tutorial, and this is completely drugstore, so every single one of these products you can find at an actual drugstore, not like ColourPop, Morphe, or affordable brands, but they are actually found at the drugstore, with the exception of two things, which I'll talk about like as we get into the video and you'll see. Before I get into this video, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified for future uploads. And yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to take is my Pixi Skin Treats Glow Tonic Serum. This is such a great and affordable serum. I believe Pixi is only sold at Target. I really love this because it gives you a nice and healthy glow, and it's also a really nice serum if you have a really dry skin. So I just let that soak into my skin for a little bit, just so my skin really absorbs it and it gives its maximum effect. And as you can see, my skin is super glowy now, which is what we all want to achieve. Next, you definitely want to go in with a moisturizer every single day. It's super important to moisturize your skin no matter what age you are. Start young. Trust me, just start young. Moisturize your skin so that you don't get wrinkles and your skin stays hydrated. Even if you have oily skin, it's important to moisturize. So I'm going to be using the Pixi Skin Treats Vitamin C Lotion. Vitamin C is such an important ingredient to have in skincare, and I love their entire vitamin C line. It's so nice. Next, you definitely want to go in with an SPF, and you always put SPF on after moisturizer and before foundation for the maximum effect. And if you can actually help it, also use a foundation with SPF as well. I unfortunately can't find a really good drugstore sunscreen like SPF like primer or any sort of thing, and the only one that I really know of is from Urban Decay. If you guys know of an SPF that's good on the face that you can find at the drugstore, please let me know in the comments, because I would love to know and I would love to try it out and see if it breaks me out or not. I have a good face one that I use when I go in the pool, but I don't like to put that under makeup. It just doesn't look as good over like under foundation, so I never use that when I'm gonna wear makeup. That one's from Neutrogena, I believe, and it's just a face SPF. Never ever use a normal SPF that you can use on your body, on your face. I don't recommend it because it'll definitely break you out. Even if you're not sensitive, I've known people that never, like, hardly ever get any pimples, and they get pimples because of SPF, so be very careful with that. Anyway, I'm gonna be using the Urban Decay Urban Defense Complexion Primer. Unfortunately, this is no longer available. I don't know if they discontinued it, but it's such a good primer, and it has SPF 30 in it, and it's smoothing, and it's a primer that goes under foundation. It's meant to do that, and that's the kind of thing that I'm always looking for in an SPF to go under foundation. I highly recommend this if you can get your hands on it. Hopefully they bring it back, but if not, then I'm sorry for mentioning it, but like, it's really good. So I cannot tell you the importance of SPF in your skin, even at a young age. Even if you're still in middle school, I would definitely wear SPF on the daily, because you spend, even if you don't spend that much time outside, I'm sure you have some sort of PE, recess, some sort of class outside. It depends on what grade you're in and if you're like really into foundation. I did not wear foundation at all when I was like in high school. Even I started wearing foundation in college, and not even every single day. I was like, I don't have time for this. I did not want to miss a single minute of sleep. I used to have to wake up at 5:30 every single day just to make it to school on time. By the time I was a senior, my mom let me wear like a powder foundation. It was from CoverGirl, I believe, and it came in a blue compact. I don't know if they still sell that anymore, but that's what I used to use all over my face. Looking back on it, that's disgusting. It would probably made me look like a caked up, like, disgusting mess. But anyway, I am going to be using foundation in today's look because I can't go like to school like this. Hello. I have two favorite foundations from the drugstore. One you can get at any drugstore, the other you can only find at Ulta, I believe, or maybe even Target. I think Target sells it, but the one that you can only find at Ulta or maybe Target is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Luminous Makeup. This has SPF 18, so it's another SPF to add on top of that, which is good. But this is more if you're on the drier side and you like a luminous foundation. It doesn't last as long as the other one I'm about to talk about, but it's really, really nice, and it's actually thicker than I imagined, but it doesn't feel thick on your face. It feels super lightweight, and it doesn't look cakey, but it makes you look dewy and healthy, like have a healthy glow. But the other one that I like, I think this is my all-time favorite foundation. I think I've bought this foundation like 3 times already. This is the Maybelline SuperStay Full Coverage Foundation. This one's a lot thicker, a lot moussier than this one. but they have similar textures at the same time somehow. But this definitely feels like more moussey in my opinion. This would be if you have like oily skin or combination skin, or you don't really mind that matte feel on your face. Although it's not like the mattest foundation in the world, it's definitely a lot more matte than this. This one gives you like a super glow, but this one doesn't. This one lasts a lot longer throughout the day as well, and this is the one I'm going to be applying. And I'm going to be using my Juno & Co. microfiber velvet sponge to apply that everywhere. It's not exactly from the drugstore, but it's super affordable, and like I think it's only $6, so that counts, right? For concealer, I'm going to be going in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer. I love this concealer. I think it reminds me the most of the Tarte Shape Tape. Like, this is the affordable alternative, obviously, and if you're not into that one, then I really highly recommend the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. It's such a nice consistency as well. Both do really well at covering under eye circles. They're pretty full coverage, so you might want to take a light hands with them, but they give you the coverage that you would need on a school day, and they last all day. So you're not left with like no under eye concealer halfway through the day. You don't want that, right? So these are really long lasting and great. I'm also going to be taking the Juno & Co. Microfiber Velvet Sponge. I think that's what it's called, but it's like a tiny sponge, and it's really great for blending out concealer. To set my concealer, I'm going to use the Coty Airspun Loose Setting Powder. This is like an OG fave of everybody's, to be honest. This is like one of the original loose setting powders that ever existed, I feel like. I'm going to bake under the eyes just so that I make sure the concealer lasts all day, and it just really sets it really nicely. And this is such a great and affordable loose setting powder. You just need it in your life, okay? Trust me. So I'm actually going to go ahead and let that bake like while I do the rest of my face, and I'm gonna go ahead and take some contour now. I'm gonna be using the Maybelline City Bronzer and Contour Powder. This is in the shade 200, and it is a great contour powder. It is much more cool tone than the other ones that they have. Definitely recommend contour pretty much for every day. If it's not for you, then maybe just go in with a bronzer and a blush, or just a bronzer. It's really only up to you, but contouring really just helps sleek your face down, and I do it every single day. If I could go back in time, this is the exact makeup look I would do, honestly. I'm gonna be using my Moda contour brush to contour the face, the forehead, and the neck. And I'm gonna be using a Morphe E62 brush to contour my nose. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and wipe away the bake right now. I don't want it to bake for too long. And I'm actually gonna set my eyelid as well to prevent that creasing that you see there. My eyelids crease like crazy. So now I'm just going to take that same bronzer or contour color and a fluffy brush and just put this color all over my crease. This is the only eyeshadow I'm going to be doing, but you don't even have to do this. It's just to give my eye a little bit more dimension and make it not look so flat. I personally like this look more than nothing on the eyes at all. Not even putting anything on the lid though. Just put this in the crease and really blend it out just so it looks a little bit more three-dimensional. I'm actually gonna sweep some under the eyes as well, just to give some dimension under the eye. Do this or not, but honestly, if I were in high school right now, I would totally do this. And I'm gonna do some wing liner. This is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. This is such an affordable liquid liner, and it's such good quality, and it's super black and super matte, and I highly recommend it. I would do wing liner now if I was in high school. I've had students, so many of them, that do wing liner on a daily basis. Some of them don't do it every single day, but they do it some days. Either way, it's done nowadays. Do it or not, it's up to you, but make a good impression. Do wing liner. Don't do it. Whatever you want. Whatever's your cup of tea. Now I'm gonna go in with blush, and I have a bunch of blush favorites from the drugstore. The one I would have used today would have been the Wet n Wild ColorIcon blush in the shade Mellow Wine. I think it's the most neutral, like one that matches like everything, but as you can see, it just no longer works. I mean, it works, and I'm like, that's why I'm not getting rid of it, because like I would still use this until like I really couldn't anymore, but it's just not worth the hassle opening it, making sure it doesn't fall everywhere. I'm not going to use this one today, but it's a great blush, and it's probably the most affordable blush I'm going to be talking about today. I also really love the Flower Beauty Flower Pots Powder Blush in the shade Sweet Pea. This is also kind of pretty like neutral, but it's more on the pink side, so it doesn't really match like every single look that you would do, but such a great affordable blush as well. The ones that I am going to use are from Burt's Bees. Not the ones, I'm going to use one. I'm going to use the, which one am I going to use? I think I'm going to use the Bare Peach one. This is obviously a more peachy shade, but this one is Toasted Cinnamon, and it's obviously a more brown blush than most, and that's probably one that would match every single day, but I don't want to look too brown because I'm going to be going in with bronzer after this. So I really love this blush. I think it's a really nice shade. These last on the cheeks all day. I did forget to mention this bronzer. This is the e.l.f. bronzer. I don't know if there's multiple shades of this or what, but it is also a great, more affordable dupe for the Maybelline bronzer. I use this as contour all the time and it's super affordable. e.l.f. is probably a little bit more affordable than Maybelline, but you can get these both at the drugstore and they're both equally good. I'm going to be going in with bronzer as well just to really warm up the cheeks after I put on the blush, and I'm going to be going in with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, of course. This smells so good, but this is a lot more warm toned, so it's definitely a bronzer, not a contour shade. But I just definitely want to warm up the cheeks just a little bit more because they're pretty cool toned right now. So, and for highlighter, I'm going to be going in with the Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter in the shade Molten Gold. This is definitely a gold highlighter. If you want one that's more neutral, then I would definitely go in with this one from Wet n Wild. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Precious Petals. It's more of a champagne color, so it goes with like everything, I think, in my opinion. This is also a lot more affordable. Wet n Wild generally is. But for today, I'm going to be going in with the Maybelline Master Chrome because I love it. This is more of a bam in your face highlighter, which I would totally wear right now. I would rock that in high school. It depends on what you're going for. If you want like a bam in your face highlighter, definitely go with the Maybelline Master Chrome. More subtle, go with Wet n Wild. I forgot that I generally like to use setting spray before going in with highlighter. I've been doing that a lot lately and I really like the way the highlighter looks. I'm gonna go ahead and use the setting spray now. Anyway, this is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. This is the best setting spray in the drugstore. I highly recommend it. Another one that I really like is the Makeup Revolution one. Let me see if I have it here. This is the Makeup Revolution Sport Fix Extra Hold Makeup Fixing Spray. The only thing I don't really like about this too much, the sprayer gets on my nerves. Like sometimes it sprays too much at one time and it gives you the droplets on your face and I hate that. But the sprayer on this is perfect. Highly recommend it. I'm just gonna go over top with a little bit more highlighter just to make it pop even more, just a tiny bit. And I'm actually gonna take some in the inner corner of my eye as well, just to make the eyelid appear more open. For mascara, I honestly cannot use drugstore mascaras. In my experience, I always get an allergic reaction from them. Every single drugstore mascara, trust me, I've tried them all. I used to be able to wear them just fine in high school. I think I developed the allergy like in college or something. It makes my eyes water and itch so much that I have to take them off right away. So I can't use drugstore mascaras, but the one that I have in my kit to use on clients is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara, and this is a great mascara. It's comparable to the Too Faced Better Than Sex. It has a great wand. I highly recommend it. I obviously don't use a wand on my clients, but that's besides the point. It has a great formula and I really do like it to use on clients. I obviously ask them if they're allergic first, just like me, because I am. There's gotta be an ingredient in drugstore mascaras that I just don't agree with or something. I've even tried the really natural brands like Almay and Neutrogena, the ones that are like a lot more for sensitive skin. Doesn't work. So today I'm gonna be going in with my Benefit Bad Gal Bang because I love this mascara. It's great. I can't recommend it enough. A lot of people are like, no, you don't need a high-end mascara. Just get a drugstore mascara. It's the same thing. It's just not something I would splurge on. To me, this is worth it. It's so good. But I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes first. I can't tell you where this lash curler is from, but yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you, I have students that wear falsies on a daily basis. I find that absolutely ridiculous, but that's just me. I would never wear falsies to school. I think that's so much work and maintenance. They're always complaining that the inner corner is coming off. It's annoying. And lastly for lips, I'm going to be going in with the Kiko Creamy Lipstick in the shade 104. I actually bought this in Italy. I do know for a fact that this is a drugstore brand. I just don't know if we can find it at any drugstore here, unfortunately, unless we order from their website. They do ship to the US. I think they have like a warehouse in the US and everything. But this is a beautiful everyday shade. I would definitely wear this every single day in high school. But if you're not into this and you want more of a matte liquid lipstick, the NYX matte lip creams are so good. I have some here, but I think they're expired, so I don't really want to use them, so I'm not going to. but they have so many different shades and the formula is amazing and they last all day. For being drugstore, they are great. They're affordable, but they're good quality. And if you want to go in with the gloss, the NYX Butter Glosses as well are so amazing. But for today, I'm going to be going in with this Kiko lipstick and I absolutely love it. I think it's such a great everyday shade. So that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed my drugstore back to school makeup look, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and let me know when you're going back to school because it's such a great time of year, right? Going back to school, the fall season, fall scents, you know, Halloween, Thanksgiving. I'm just like really excited for this season. I don't know, I usually love summer so much, but I'm so excited for fall. But anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.